at the end of 1 Kings 1, Solomon lets Adonijah go, even though Adonijah actually was trying to overthrow the kingdom, basically. Or not overthrow it, I guess. He was just trying to take the throne. And Solomon said, interesting here, I don't get this whole caught hold of the horns of the altar. I mean, is that like, the safety spot? Is that like, playing hide and go seek, and then you run and you're back to the counting spot, and it's like, safe, I'm here at the horns of the altar. But anyway, he's holding on nonetheless. Oh, I'm holding on for dear life here as I'm having an earthquake. But Solomon said, he will show himself a worthy man, there shall not an hair of him fall to the earth, but if wickedness shall be found in him, he shall die. So what was his great wickedness when King Solomon finally did him in? I don't think it was the wickedness of Adonijah. Now maybe you disagree with me, but feel free to comment in the comment section if you do. But it was over a woman. By golly, wasn't that where all the trouble came? Now, you ladies understand. I'm not saying anything against you. No, seriously though, but where did Solomon come from? Bathsheba. All right, what was Solomon's trouble eventually? And we'll hear how Solomon says, the Lord do so to me and more also. What? Do what? Curse me and more also. If something or other with Adonijah. But what did Adonijah really want? We'll find out in the next reading. Well, maybe not in the next reading, because all of a sudden it jumps to 1 Chronicles 22. And I'll be disappointed if this doesn't go to where it's like all the big celebration and all that is. I don't know. I haven't looked into it yet. Where it records and chronicles what was going on at the same time, basically, when King Solomon was made king. Skips over it in 1 Kings. It just says, so the Lord, had David to cause Solomon to become king, and he rode on his mule. But there was a whole lot more stuff that went on, and I hope I'm sure what will. Oh yeah, this is it. And, Okay, but back to the Adonijah thing that we'll get to after the other stuff. What did Adonijah really want? He wanted Abishag. See, look, it's interesting. Right at the beginning of 1 Kings, they went and they found Abishag. And she was very fair to look upon. They felt for a fair damsel. She was very fair and cherished the king and ministered to him. But the king knew her not. Well, Adonijah wanted to know her. Then Adonijah, the son of Haggith, exalted himself, saying, I will be king. I think he saw, wow, I like this king business. And I like Abishag. Woohoo. What a name for a very fair damsel, huh? Abishag. But nonetheless, that's what he wanted. And then as we get on with it, he'll ask Bathsheba to go in and request Abishag of Solomon. And then Solomon then has him killed. But he said, the Lord do so to him and more also. Or no, do so to me and more also. And so what's he do? He starts his kingdom off by killing his brother. Because all his brother really wanted was just that pretty girl. I think that's really why he wanted to be king. But he didn't get the kingdom. Oh well, so what? Can I have Abishag anyway? That's what he asked later. He has Bathsheba ask. Well, here's the thing with the Lord do so to me and more also. Wasn't that once again the downfall of Solomon? Women, too many strange women. That's where his heart was stolen away from the Lord. So the Lord did do so to him, and more also. Same thing. Abishag wanted a woman. Solomon wanted a lot of them, and more also. I think you get it. Something else that's interesting to consider at that time, after that occurs, is when God gave Solomon great wisdom. If Solomon would have just had a little wisdom and waited, instead of freaking out and having his brother killed, he would have had all the wisdom in God's world, and he wouldn't have killed his brother. There's some stuff going on in my life where my brother has done some bad stuff against me, and I wish he would have waited. But the Lord, I was going to say, Lord, do so to me and more also, but I don't have any judgment to throw at my brother, so I can't make that statement. But anyways, let's get on with the reading of 1 Chronicles 22.